press conferences, and let's get out to the $1 Million Chase with Mark Duclos.
Thank you, Braithen Astor. Welcome to Wentworth Park and welcome to the TAB $1 Million Chase. Well, after more than 50 qualifying heats and finals have been conducted at more than 18 racetracks around Australia, we're down to the final 8 greyhounds. And in just a few minutes' time, one of those greyhounds will earn their owners a cool $1 million. We've had a terrific night here at Wentworth Park already. We are deep into the card. Fire Legend took out the Masters Meteor for trainer Mark Moroney from Grafton and a $100,000 winner's cheque. Whilst in the Group 2 Sydney Cup for the stayers, it was Australia's best stayer, Super Estrella, who claimed victory. She added yet another feature race title to her resume for trainer Dave Smith. Joining me here at Wentworth Park tonight is my co-host, Timmy Newbold. This is the second running of the TAB $1 Million Chase for 2022. Promises to be yet another great spectacle.
Sure does, Mark, and we had She's a Pearl take out version 1 in May. But this is much more open. We've got a wide open market tonight, and there are plenty of genuine winning chances, and Connections will walk away with $1 million in just under 30 seconds.
Here's the market for the TAB $1 Million Chase. The favourite is French Martini at $3.80. Zipping Curios second pick at $4. Then we go to McInerney, who is the sole interstate raider in this event. It's at $4.20. Others in the market, there's Zipping Curios around that $4 quote as well. One of the roughies in the race at around the $13 mark is number 2, and that's He's on Fire. And Tim, we expect him to lead from that box. But earlier tonight, Mick Cowley caught up with some of the trainers. We're going to do that in just a moment. He's on Fire is at $13 from box 2. Zipping Curios from box 3 at $4.
The greyhound known as the King, he's a super chaser. He's got a flying PB of 29.49. He loves racing at Wentworth Park. He's drawn to get a beautiful run behind the likely leader. He's on Fire, and McInerney, who will be driving up on the inside.
Aglan Luai, number 4 for trainer Jaya Patea, 19-year-old trainer. He's one of the roughies in the race. Number 5, I should say, is Gatlin, the fastest semi-final winner, going 29.28 last week. Hold Me Up, another of the roughies for Joe Comito at $26. French Martini for Peter Lagogiani. He's won 2 of the $4 million chases today, Timmy, and both of his winners have run from box number 7. Let's head trackside. Mick Cowley caught up with some of the trainers in tonight's final a little bit earlier.
No, it hasn't worried me. I raced last night, mowing today, everything's just normal. I know it's a lot of money, but money's really not much to us, but the excitement, we'll be pretty excited if we could pinch it.
Which dog are you boxing?
Curios.
We've got a ticket for $1 million. There's 8 of us. We're all vying for that first turn, positioning. Whoever gets the best position, I think, will win the race.
Brendan, I guess Dog McInerney would prefer to be boxed out wide, but you can't bag box 1 in a big race final.
No, that's right. Group 1 races, you want to be 1 at 1. You know what I mean? Like, hopefully works out okay for him, and I'll give him a good chance.
McInerney draws box number 1 in the TAB $1 Million Chase final, Tim, and look again, early pace wins big races. He's on Fire, has got a stack of it from box 2, but can he hang on at the death?
He ran an early section of 5:30, winning his semi-final last Friday night. If he repeats that early section, he's basically unleadable. He does need to get stronger at the end of his race, but he is 3rd up at the 500 metres tonight. I think he's the best roughie in the race. Number 2, He's on Fire.
Zipping Curios from box 3, a multiple group race winner. He handles Wentworth Park so well. They call him King Curios because he is basically unbeatable here at Wenny.
He sure is. He's drawn to get a gun run just behind the leaders. He loves getting over near to the rails. He should from box number 3. He's on Fire. Number 2 can fire out. If he can follow the leaders through at the first turn, stalk into the back, he'll be hard to hold out.
Okay, He's on Fire leads. What about the back markers? What's a greyhound that can come from the back of the field to win?
Zipping Alabama, greyhound number 8. She's racing in career best form. She's right in the zone. She hasn't got the early dash to lead the race, but if she happens to get a slide around at the first turn within striking range of the leaders, she's got the biggest finishing burst in the race of all the runners.
And of course, she is one of 3 runners for trainers John and Minnie Finn. They've got box 3 Zipping Curios, box 5 Gatlin, and box 8 in Zipping Alabama. Who are you tipping in the $1 million chase?
I'm with King Kyrgios, Zipping Kyrgios, greyhound number 3. He's drawn to get that beautiful run, the best roughie in the race, no doubt in the world, is greyhound number 2. He's on fire.
Okay, I'm with Peter Lagosiani to win his third $1 million chase with a greyhound wearing the black rug. As I said earlier, he has won it previously with Mystic Ride, Handsome Prince. There is Peter Lagosiani with French Martini. I thought she could get a great run down the outside of the track. I thought McInerney was really hard to beat, and also Zipping Kyrgios as well. But Timmy, what about the heart rates? What about the sweaty palms of the owners and the trainers? $1 million up for grabs.
Yeah, a dream will become reality very, very soon for one of these trainers and owners. Ken Marty and Fiona Hallinan, who have 2 runners in the race, Zipping Kyrgios and Zipping Alabama. They will have a night to remember. They've already won 3 races on the program and feature races, and they've got an undeniable chance with both of their runners.
Okay, a last look at the market, and French Martini holds the call at favouritism in front of McInerney. They'll run this 520 metres in around 29.5 seconds. That equates to around $33,000 a second in prize money. Greyhounds beside the 520 metre starting boxes here at Wentworth Park. They're about to be called over. Aglan Loy, the real roughie in the race, at $41. What a fairy tale it would be if it could win for his 19-year-old trainer. Gatlin, the fastest semi-final winner, at $4.50. Then we go out to Hold Me Up for Joe Comito at $26. French Martini from box 7 at $3.80.
She's got a great chance. She's got a greyhound Hold Me Up drawn on her immediate inside, who is a good beginner. He will want to run to the inside in the early stages, which should give Fresh Martini that fresh air to get mobile and rush down the outside.
Zipping Alabama has probably been the best supported runner, in from a quote of around $12 to $6.
She's racing at the peak of her powers, strongest greyhound in the race. It just depends on where she'll settle in the early stages.
Our starter is Anne-Marie Jarvis. The greyhounds are about to be boxed for the 2022 $1 million chase. $1 million awaits the winner. Our race caller is Matt Jackson.
So the odds are in. Evens are moving up. The TAB $1 million chase grand final. The green light is on. Here we go. They're set. Ready. Racing. He's on fire away brilliantly, spearing straight to the lead from French Martini and McInerney getting up on the rails. Zipping Kyrgios into 4th placing now. They're followed by Aglan Loy. Next came Gatlin. Well back is Hold Me Up, and last Zipping Alabama down the back straight, and it's He's on Fire who leads it by 2. McInerney. Zipping Kyrgios is running on. They're clear of Aglan Loy. It's He's on Fire at the home corner just from McInerney. Zipping Kyrgios in the middle. McInerney hit the front. Zipping Kyrgios drives McInerney. McInerney's won the $10 million chase and beaten Zipping Kyrgios. Third, I think He's on Fire from Aglan Loy. They're followed Zipping Alabama, French Martini, Gatlin and Hold Me Up. The time 29.50. The fairy tale is complete.
Brendan Purcell from Victoria, and McInerney, the only interstate greyhound, has picked up the early leader. He's on fire. Zipping Kyrgios came with a charge, but it's a Victorian, and the first Victorian to win the $1 million chase here at Wentworth Park.
And he really knuckled down in the latter stages, reeled in He's on Fire, and then had to hold off the king late. He's done it and taken out the big one.
Mick Cowley is trackside with the handler of McInerney, Blake Purcell.
Blake Purcell, congratulations, mate. $1 million chase winner. You just won $1 million.
Oh, it's just unbelievable. He's just a super dog, and Dad's done a brilliant job keeping him up for this long period, and to his owner, Noel and breeder, he's just bred a phenomenal dog, and he's just so tough. I'm lost for words, which is unusual for me.
You can't be lost for words. You've just won $1 million. That feeling, you know, when in the race, perfectly placed. He was just so strong at the end.
Yeah, he was. Zipping Kyrgios was humming home, and that last little few strides, I thought he got there, and I just closed my eyes, and it's worked out perfectly.
Mate, what does this mean for you and your dad?
To do this with Dad is just a great honour. There's nothing more special. It's the world's richest race, and yeah, I don't know what to say. Me and my partner Kayla, we've flown over from Tassie to lead and catch the dog, and yeah, I can't wait to give the dog a cuddle and a kiss.
Mate, and of course you had this dog in Tasmania to start with and then sent it over to your dad to train.
Yeah, we did. He come over to Tassie and he won 13 or 14 races pretty quick, and we sent him back to Melbourne for a campaign and then brought him home and then come up from the Nationals and that made sure he was good enough for this race tonight, and he's just a super dog.
Mate, you've set the tone now. First interstate dog ever to win $1 million chase.
Yeah, that's a great honour, you know. I think every Tasmanian will be proud and every Victorian, so he's got a place in 2 places, so absolutely stoked.
Congratulations, mate. Well done, $1 million chase winner.
Cheers, thank you.
McInerney takes it out for owner Noel Muggervan and trainer Brendan Purcell, and Blake Purcell made the trip up for Tasmania to handle the dog because Brendan believed that McInerney actually began better when Blake handled the dog. And McInerney takes out the 2022 $1 million chase here at Wentworth Park. Let's head back to the Fox Sports studios. Here's Braithen Astor.
Yeah, let's get back to the footy and get out to the ground and hear from the South Sydney Rabbitohs coach, Jason Demetrio, for his press conference.
Jason, it's been a wonderful season, but obviously not the way you wanted it to finish.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm struggling to reflect on the season, to be honest, at the moment. I just in that game, I just felt like it's probably been the story of the year. We just ran out of troops in the end, and I thought we did a great job first half for 35 minutes to put some pressure on them, but we weren't able to maintain it. And yeah, credit to Penrith, they were very good.
How deflating was that last 3 or 4 minutes just before halftime? How deflating did that prove?
Oh, it was huge, yeah. In saying that, we're 12 all half time. We've probably got to be a bit better than that, but I just felt like, not having Tom and Saliba probably hurt a little bit tonight, and we saw that with our punch and pushed down middles through big minutes. Cam played 80, so we didn't really get that rotation and struggled to get punch in the second half to get some field position, and Penrith do what they do. They just put you in your end and make it hard to get out.
That's obviously how you wanted to play. That's the plan that you came with, and you must have felt pretty good about it.
Yeah, for sure. Like I said, and through the week, you're going to have a plan. Everyone has a plan. But to beat this team, you've got to be able to stay at it for 80 minutes. You've got to be disciplined. You've got to be relentless as they are. And